Hello everyone, Paint by Nate here. We're going to be doing another live stream, just some paint alongs. First episode I'm going to be doing here is Bob Ross season 24 now, episode 8. It is the backcountry path episode, so it's the background so far is just liquid gray, so it's half ivory black, half liquid white, and then this top part here I just used liquid clear and blended out the around the edges. We're just trying to get everything loaded up here. Once that's done, looks like YouTube is spinning. If you're on YouTube and it's not working, let me know. I think it's loaded, but it's hard to tell. All right. Palette here, we've got titanium white, alizarin crimson. This is ultramarine. I ran out of phthalo blue, so I gotta make do. Prussian blue, ivory black, sap green, cadmium yellow light, and this is actually Hansa yellow. That's the pigment, and then yellow ochre and cadmium red light. But this is naphthol red. They just changed the names, same thing. All right, so with that, I'm going to unpause Bob here, and we're just going to get started.
Most of this, but just this very thin gray color, and I'll just finish doing that real quick. And all I do is just sort of scrub it in.
I'm a little bit ahead, and I didn't have any of the, I'm out of black gesso too, so these trees here or shapes here should be black gesso as well. If you have black gesso, that's good. If you don't, you don't need it to paint along with Bob. You can, like I've been doing, just make do with what you got. And it looks like we're gonna have a tree here, a big tree over here, path in the middle, and then some. I think there's some stones here. I didn't actually wash this brush after I used it, so I'm gonna do that. And I just use, I'm using water mixable oils. I think everyone who's tuned in knows that, or at least tuned in before. If you haven't, that's what I normally use. Just use Lucas Berlin's, Grumbacher's, Max, all kinds of different ones. Oh, looks like there's white all over this. That's another thing. I always forget to clean the handle of my palette knife, so I get titanium white all over it usually. Alright, that's clean. Alizarin crimson. Just a little bit. It looks like he's putting it in between where the trees go. And we're just going to have to wing it here, because we don't have those dark trees. Might be a nice sunset, I don't know. Whatever we're going for. Oh, he's using some sap green. I almost called it crap green. That's no good. Alright, there we go. And this up here again is just liquid clear. Not the liquid gray that I mixed. Hello. Hi, Hamlet. Hamleti. How are you doing? Alright, we're just going to throw some more alizarin crimson over here on the side. And this alizarin crimson is actually Winsor & Newton. I don't have the any more of the Lucas Berlin crimson left, so I'm on my last tube of it. Titanium white here on the dirty brush. We're going to throw it in here. Make it look like a glow. Interesting. I don't know what that looks like. I can't really see the difference here. Maybe a little more white. Lighten it up some more. Might be a little different if I had the what was it? Black gesso in the background. But I'm out of black gesso, so I can't paint the background. I guess he's going over here on the left. I'm just throwing color in, basically background colors, nothing too exciting here. Maybe some more white here, it looks like. Ooh, there we go. That's what I needed. Now I can actually see it. When I have these light tones, I have trouble seeing the colors. Like all of this right now looks the same except for this spot here, at least to me. You are amazing. Thank you. You can be amazing at painting as well. Unless you already are. You might be. I don't. It's the first time in the chat. If you painted before, let me know. I'm always interested. See what techniques people use. I'm still learning myself. Alright, and I'm using a Trilon. This just 2-inch brush I get at the hardware store. Alright, we're going to mix up crimson, blue, Prussian blue. This should turn purple. To me this looks blue, but to normal people this should be purple. Maybe some more crimson. There we go. Yep, I think that's right. I'm going to take that 2-inch brush again, tap the corner, like you're knocking on a door. And it should be a little fanned out. Alright, here we go. Little trees here. And the same motion that we used on the palette is what we're using up here. If I was using, I use drumming terms. This is like a mezzo forte. Just putting in some background trees here. All right, good night. Thanks for tuning in though. That is very late. I'm just gonna tap in some more. I don't want to go all into this white, because if you go into this white color, we'll pick it up and it'll make this lighter, which is not what we want. Go up the side. And this is all background again. No sense overthinking what's going on in the background because it all gets covered up. And I think here Bob's using the 1/2-inch round, and I do have one. I do have a 1/2-inch round over there, but I don't use those anymore. I just use the simple hardware brushes and Bill Alexander brushes. All right, we're going to use script liner. Same color. This is just linseed oil. Some people use liquid clear, which has linseed oil, some additives in it, but I just use linseed oil. Go back and forth. And we're going to add in some trunks. And for that, it doesn't have to be exact. You just up and down, here and there. You might not even be able to see these. That's okay. As long as it's there, somewhere in the background. You can always blend them out if you don't like them too. Like I don't like that one over there, it's too dark. So it's very easy to get rid of. Just tap it out, see? Now it's gone. All right, we need cadmium yellow and black. That'll make a dark green, very dark green color. There we go. Look at that. And then this is Hansa yellow, so we'll need actually a lot more Hansa yellow. I shouldn't have used that much black when I was mixing with Hansa yellow because it's very weak. See how it almost immediately turns dark green. But that's just part of the paint. just adding in some green flavors here and there. I don't know why I have this side lighter. I don't know, felt like making it lighter. So we got dark trees over there and light trees over there. Maybe we'll go up into it a little bit. There we go. All right, he's doing, what is he doing? Sap green, alizarin crimson in equal parts. And this is a little tricky because I have two different types of paint here. One's a lot thicker than the other, but it should come out okay. This should make a nice brown. There we go. Tiny roll. So you go start at the top left, go down to the right. And then, what are we doing here? Oh, we're adding in a little bank here. Just something like that. I'm just taking this and, like Bob said, just mashing the knife into the fabric. I do little circles too, that gets it into these little weaves. Otherwise you end up with little holes everywhere. Holes of non-colored parts of your canvas. That's not very, you don't want that usually. Sometimes you do. Depends on what you like. Everybody has their own preference. I'm going to take some of this, just titanium white, and throw it in with this grayish, is that red? I can't tell. I have no idea. And then you just lightly tap it and pull down. It actually looks more pink than anything else. Is that pink? I can't tell. I have no idea. Like I said, once I get into these darker colors, I have no idea what this looks like. Or lighter colors, tones, hues. They all blend together for me. Alright, set the knife down, get this green color again. Alright, what is he doing here? Oh, he's putting some little bushes up top. I'm going to put some down there. And pushing in this time. If you push in, that'll make it look like grass, because not all of the bristles are the same size, so some of them will go in pretty far. The other ones will stick up. I'm just going to tap it out over here. There we go. Now we're going to add in another little stone here. Same little roll of paint. It's okay if you have other paint on there. It doesn't really, probably does matter, but to me it don't matter. There we go. And I just kind of shake the knife back and forth, and again go down into the right, and it comes out to a nice color eventually. And I'm just pulling lightly on this, I guess, rock boulder. We got a lot of these where I live. And then we're going to go back and, oh, I'm going to clean the knife first because I don't want this light color in there when I'm making a path. At least the first pass through. Alright. Use that brown. Lots of it this time because it looks like we're making a big old path here. So we're going to start up here. And I'm just pulling to the left. And then shake it back and forth. That'll blend it out a little bit. Grab some more. Throw this down here. Scrape some in over there. And it doesn't have to be solid here because it'll look like it's highlighted. And we're going to cover up most of it anyway. There we go. Alright, wipe the knife off, get it nice and clean. And we'll go back into this green brush. Use that purple that I had up here before. And this is all the same brush. I didn't even clean it yet. I'm going to throw in some more of this. I might add some black to this to make it a little darker. black, maybe some blue. All right, and then throw in some more. There we go. And I'm just knocking again. Just nothing crazy here. Make all this kind of dark. Might need to subtract some paint here in a minute, but for now I think it's okay. I might push this up. Ooh, there we go. That's what I wanted. And you push it up, it makes really leafy trees. If it's flat, it makes grass. If it's vertical, it makes trees. Just depends on what you're doing or what you want the desired effect to be. Take some white here, and then we just got to highlight our little path here. And I'm just starting on the right now. So we start on the right. You get a layer of paint on the right side, and then you can just come back and pull it, and it'll go across. Kind of fade out a bit as you go down. And on this side, I'm going to go on the left. There we go. And it looks kind of like rocks, I guess. Something in here. And if you don't like part of it, again, you can just cover everything up. It's whatever you want to do. Here we go. Just getting more dark colors in here. This one might be too dark. There we go. And I need some more black, some more blue. A little both. And this side, I want to throw in just a bunch of paint here. Because I want this to be all dark anyways. I shouldn't have covered it with the white if I wanted it to be dark, but I didn't know what I was doing beforehand. I don't really know half the time anyway. There we go. Alright, so now we got the dark color in, we got to give it some texture, so I'm just going to tap. I'm going to tap across. This is the door knocking, but left to right. And that gives it the illusion that it looks like grass. There we go. I should do it on the other side as well. Let's do that. Down at the bottom. Oh, the canvas is moving here. Easy fix. Just pull it out a little bit more. And we'll go. I might clean the brush now. Now that I've got all my dark colors in there, you gotta lighten them up a bit. Alright, rinse this out. Alright, and then push this down in there at the bottom. Shake it out. There we go. Nice and clean. Alright, I'm just using a paper towel here, wiping out the water. Excess water that I got in there. There we go. Alright, let's go back in this yellow. I'm gonna tap here. Just tap again, tapping down to the left. This is just to add some variation in colors on it. Maybe it looks a little like grass. And then it looks like Bob took the rest of his paint and he went the complete opposite way. And that's okay. We can just move this around. It's easy to move paint too. I'm probably looking at this like, that's disgusting. That looks terrible. Maybe it is. And again, I can't see half the colors on here anyway, so. But it's about the process, at least for me. And then we're just pulling to the left here.
squirrel, just a baby, and that's how just the cutest little thing.
I'm going to try a blend here in the middle where these two paths come together. Just pulling it from right to left again. Nothing fancy, nothing crazy. That makes it look like it's coming more out of the canvas, I think. I'll go back up here. I missed some highlights that Bob did, so I'm going to use that dark green, this color. I'm doing pretty much the whole painting here with a 2-inch brush, but we're just going to highlight some things here. Maybe this one's a little bigger. And then I'll add some more yellow here. Tap this in. I'm just adding in grass. Left, right, left, right. Bob's talking about Peapod, the pocket squirrel again. He always talks about him in these later seasons. Really likes Peapod. I'm just blending out stuff where I had globs of that yellow paint. There we go. I'm going to use this yellow ochre. I haven't used that yet. Let's see. Oh, looks like I missed another boulder. That's okay. We can add one in. This one up here. There we go. And wipe the knife off in between. And just pull down. Makes it look like a stone. There we go. And then what do we do now? I guess he's adding another one. Lots of boulders in this one. Lots and lots of boulders. I'm just going to use the rest of this paint that I had mixed up and not used. No sense wasting good paint. Pull it down all the way. Maybe we'll put one down here too. That giant rock here. Now we'll take, oh, should we highlight it first? Yeah, might as well. Kind of don't even want to highlight these. Once you highlight them, they get kind of thick. Like the paint on them is real thick, and it's hard to add colors to them. At least for me. Maybe not for you. I don't know what your situations are, but for me at least, it's kind of difficult. Here we go. Just adding textures of those rocks there. Take that 2-inch brush again. Up here, I'm going to tap up and to the left. And this one I'm going to go up and around. I think it looks like these are under the ground, kind of. Something like that. Maybe we'll add some more here. Up here. There we go. We're going to add, looks like another tree up here on the left. I'm going to use my actual 2.5-inch Alexander brush here for this. Going straight into the black and maybe some ultramarine. And this is a big tree. The same knocking motion. Nothing different there. Another problem with these black canvas paintings for me, not only can I not see them, but when I take pictures of them, it's hard for me to position the camera against the glare. There's a pretty bad glare on it. How far does this one go down? It looks like it goes down here maybe. I might need some black paint here. I'm in the mud mixing zone. That's never good. Let's throw some white in there, some yellow. I think like a dull gray or dull green. Maybe some more yellow or white, some green. This is a nasty painting. This is a nasty one. That's okay. Can always do another painting. There's always more. Yeah, this is all mud down here. So I put too much liquid gray on and then added some nasty colors on top. Didn't think about what I was doing, but it happens sometimes. You get carried away. You can also always take away paint. Like I know I didn't. I just kept going with it, but like this part down here, I guess I can show you because this painting's pretty much toast anyway. You just take a shop towel, rip up all that nasty oil and paint that you put down. And a lot of the dark color will still be on there, but some of it won't be. And most importantly, all the oil will be gone. You don't want the oil in there if you're going to go back over it. So, now that we've done that, I'm going to get yellow again. More yellow. Hopefully we don't end up with the nasty gray color here. Since it's been thoroughly ruined. I wouldn't say it's ruined either. Sometimes I exaggerate a little bit. What's it called? Hyperbole. There we go. Then we'll just take this green color. Now that we've removed all the nasty paint, we can add in some green. That looks way better. Look at that. If I was using my regular cadmium paints, I wouldn't have any problems here. And I'm just tapping down again. I think I did most of this. I did the entire painting here with the 2-inch brushes. That's interesting. Alright, so now we got a little hill here. What do we want? We want to add I don't even know. I'm just going to take this yellow, some white, make like an orangey color. I don't know. Is that orange? I can't tell. No idea. I'm just going to add in some little bushes here, some little shrubs. Make them look like grass. Maybe at the bottom of that this guy. Yeah, there we go. Down here, just blend out the bottoms. Blend them out. I just take the corner of this brush and just kind of tap it a little bit. That blends out the bottom. There we go. I can't even see what colors are up here anymore. Maybe one bush down there for good measure. Tie the picture together. All right, that one's done. Or I'm gonna call it done because I'm kind of tired of it. I really don't enjoy doing the black canvases. I don't know if I'd said that, but they're good for some people. But if you have trouble seeing colors, it rarely works out, and it usually ends up you get really frustrated with them. I'm just cleaning the brush here. Shake it out in the trash can or the bin, as they say. Wipe it on a paper towel. And these are the Alexander brushes. I think I did a video about them a few weeks ago, just the brushes that I use. This is Bill Alexander 2.5-inch magic brush, he calls it. Oh, and one thing I did want to mention, if you're painting with water mixable oils and you want to do multiple paintings, make sure you clean the paint out before you wash it in water. Then you can do more paintings. Otherwise your water gets dirty and you have to go refill it, dispose of the waste, and that takes a while. If you do it this way, you have to clean the water more than once. And if you're doing like the Alexander style I haven't taken their class yet, but they said you can do multiple paintings just using paper towels to clean the brushes. And I think that'd be pretty nice. I haven't signed up for it yet. I don't know if I will or not, but it'd be fun to learn how to actually paint from folks over there at Alexander Art. All right, what do we need to do here? I cleaned off the only 2 brushes I used. I guess I used this one. We gotta sign it. We always gotta sign it. What are you doing? Here we go. Script liner in cadmium red. I take the oil, thin oil, linseed oil, and just shake it back and forth, left, right, blah, 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 like that. And the hardest part's, where do we want to sign it? I want to sign it over here because that's where it looks the worst. NWJ, there we go. And then we got to put the date on here, 22. Some people put the full date. I think that's pretty cool, but I like putting the year right under the J. Wipe that out. And I got to pick a second painting to do. I already primed a white canvas with magic white or liquid white, whatever you want to call it, whatever people call these. But I'll take this one down, pull it up to the screen, see how it looks. Oh, how'd we do? Is that better than last time? Maybe not. A little bit. Path came out really nice. It looks so much different on the camera. I think that phones do something with the image. Makes it look better for people who are colorblind.